The following video is not made for kids. Viewer discretion is advised. Hello to my subscribers, this is the TFfangeek coming to you with a quick collection haul video courtesy of Amazon.com. I managed to add 4 Transformers products to my Transformers collection. 2.5 of them are action figures, and I'll explain where I get 2.5 out of 4 right now. So first off, I decided to get a Transformers action figure that I had no interest in getting whatsoever, and I was going to pass on it entirely. And the reason for getting it is one that a lot of Transformers fans and collectors might be asking. Okay, I guess if that's your preference, but I don't care, because the Transformers figure I got, the first Transformers figure I got in today's haul is this guy. I got the Legacy Year 1 Amazon exclusive Wreck and Rule Bulkhead figure, and the main reason I decided to get this version of Bulkhead was to add him to my collection of Shattered Glass Autobots. So yeah, I know a lot of fans of the Wreckers and the Transformers in general are gonna say, hey, there's a huge difference between the Wreckers and the Shattered Glass Autobots, but that was my motivation for getting this version of Bulkhead and adding him to my Transformers collection. I really like the Shattered Glass storyline, and Hasbro had quietly announced last year in 2024 that the Transformers Shattered Glass line was apparently going to end, and that the final Transformers Shattered Glass product, which I still have in the box right up there, the Shattered Glass Rodimus and Sideswipe 2-pack, that was the final Shattered Glass Transformers action figure to be released. So I'm trying to expand the number of Transformers figures that I have in my Shattered Glass collection. As you can see right above my head, I have Shattered Glass Megatron and Optimus Prime, and sticking up there in the back is Shattered Glass Starscream. So I've been trying to go around my Transformers collection and gather up some Transformers action figures. I even bought some Transformers action figures just to increase the number of heroic Decepticons and evil Autobots on my Shattered Glass shelf. So the Wreckers version of Bulkhead is the latest one to do so. Next up, the reason why I said I have 2.5 action figures despite getting 4 Transformers products is because one of them technically isn't a Transformers action figure, and the 4th one is an upgrade kit. So I got this upgrade kit right here. That's the name of the seller I bought it from, off of Amazon. It's a nice little upgrade kit with some parts to it, a laser gun, and then some additional missile pods. But what this little upgrade kit is, and I'm not going to do a review on it because there's not much else to say on it here, but this upgrade kit is this. The main piece you get is this right here. You get a new tail fin for the Space Shuttle Alt mode for the Transformers Legacy Leader Class Galaxy Shuttle figure. The official tail fin transformation for the Space Shuttle for this mold. It basically creates a gap along the fuselage right here. This part right here, which is the robot mode chest, it rotates 180 degrees to transform into the tail section for the Space Shuttle mode. And of course, Galaxy Shuttle here, the Legacy figure, he's a repaint with a new head sculpt of the War for Cybertron Trilogy Siege / Earthrise Astro Train figure. And infamously, a lot of Transformers fans and collectors were quick to point out that Astro Train Space Shuttle mode, the way the tail fin section transformed, it looked kind of wonky, and this upgrade kit is actually a knockoff of an upgrade kit that was originally designed for Astro Train. And I've seen a handful of reviews out there of the Astro Train version of this new tail fin upgrade kit, the piece here. So I figured, why not get the Galaxy Shuttle version just to distinguish Galaxy Shuttle from Astro Train. I currently have no plans on getting the Astro Train version of this upgrade kit, but the additional pieces that you get into it, which are in here, they were wrapped in styrofoam. This packing peanut actually held the tail fin section in place, but you get these little these 6 little double barrel cannons, which you can use to further armor up a Galaxy Shuttle if you want. And then you get and then right here in this triangle shaped piece of wrapping paper is a red version of the purple rifle that the original version of this upgrade kit had, which was designed for Astro Train. So if you want to give Galaxy Shuttle a red version of Generation 1 Astro Train's laser gun, you have that option as well. But yeah, I think the tail fin looks pretty nice on Galaxy Shuttle. It is 3D printed plastic, so my camera is making it the white. While it's not a 100% match, it is fairly close. My camera, with the way it's focusing on it right now, it makes it look like it's identical. If you stare at it long enough, you can spot the slight differences in the shade of white. 3D printed plastic versus actual industrial plastic, but the differences aren't as prominent as they are on the Astro Train version. So yeah, it's a pretty nice upgrade kit there, and I really enjoy that my camera is making it look like it's almost 100% identical. So props to the people who made this upgrade kit. Managing to successfully make the white on white plastic for Galaxy Shuttle much more than they did the dark brownish gray plastic for Astro Train. And so, setting that off to the side, the third Transformers product I got, I keep saying Transformers product instead of action figure because what it is this thing. So yes, I managed to purchase off of Amazon the Hot Wheels Transformers, the Hot Wheels Track Fleet Optimus Prime vehicle. So yes, this is really nice here. The Hot Wheels Track Fleet, it started off a few years ago, and I didn't really pay any attention to it at all because a lot of the semi-trucks that have been released in general that have been released by Mattel and the Hot Wheels line in recent years, you can tell by the other semi-trucks you can get in the Track Fleet section. What's put me off on them is that the trailers have only 2 wheels at the very back to not only support the weight of the trailer, but to spin around, and so that's what makes Optimus Prime, the Track Fleet vehicle, Hot Wheels version of Optimus Prime, special, is that the trailer has 4 sets of wheels instead of just 2, so it creates the optical illusion of it being an entire 18-wheeler semi-trailer, and so I know it saves on plastic and it saves on cost having only 2 sets of wheels on the trailer, but that's what's put me off on collecting put me off almost entirely collecting Hot Wheels semi-trucks is the trailers having just 2 wheels instead of 4. I've seen some Hot Wheels semi-trucks where if they do have 4 wheels, one of the sets of wheels are actually fake and they're sculpted on just to make it look like there's more wheels when they don't even function. But from the photos I've seen on Google and I thought I saw a video demo of the Hot Wheels Track Fleet Optimus Prime vehicle, but I believe all 4 of the wheels on the trailer are fully functional, just like the wheels on the actual Optimus Prime tractor cab itself. You can see the underside of Optimus Prime. I'm here inside the clear air plastic bubble on the card back, but there you won't, unlike official non-transforming Optimus Prime vehicles, which will sometimes have Optimus Prime's robot mode sculpted onto the underside of the vehicle. That's not the case here. On the underside of Optimus Prime himself, you have the Hot Wheels logo, copyright 2023 from Mattel, Transformers registered copyright 2024 from Hasbro. It was made in Malaysia instead of China, and it's the same thing for the trailer. So yeah, pretty nice looking semi-truck there. The tractor cab has been repainted and partnered up with a different trailer, and so there is a Hot Wheels Transformers Track Fleet Ultra Magnus vehicle out there. As of this video's recording, during the last week of March of 2025, the Hot Wheels Track Fleet Ultra Magnus vehicle isn't available on Amazon, which is why I don't have him yet in my collection. I'm hoping that maybe next time I go to my local Target store, I'll stop by the Hot Wheels Track Fleet section, and hopefully the wave that Ultra Magnus was included with is on the shelf. But even more so, I hope Ultra Magnus will come in stock on Amazon soon. But yeah, there's the Hot Wheels Track Fleet Optimus Prime vehicle. I'm really thrilled to have this. So, so far, the only Transformers characters I'm aware of that have been, for sake of vocabulary, transformed into actual official Hot Wheels vehicles, where the alt mode of the Transformers character is sold and marketed as being a Hot Wheels vehicle. There's only 3 characters that have done that, which have been that weren't basically like a partnership where it was the Hot Wheels character, Hot Wheels car reimagined as a Transformer, or a Transformer that was stylized, given a stylized vehicle based off an actual Hot Wheels car, but it was the actual alt mode of the Transformers character themselves. But apart from Optimus Prime and Ultra Magnus, the only other character I know of that's turned into a Hot Wheels car has been Bumblebee, and so a shout out to a friend of mine, Ultra Megatronus. He hooked me up with Hot Wheels Bumblebee last year in 2024, so really nice to have Optimus Prime here in my collection, and fingers crossed that Ultra Magnus will that I'll be able to find him someday soon. And I saved the best for last for me personally, because this is the first mass retail figure of 2024, or that wasn't released in the Legacy line, and that I've added to my Transformers collection. Actually, it's not an Age of the Prime's figure. The first wave of the Transformers Age of the Prime action figures, they're starting to show up at GameStop stores, and I believe they're showing up at Walmart stores as well. I don't know if they're appearing at Target yet, which I'm hoping they do soon. Amazon still has the Transformers Age of the Prime's Wave 1 figure street dated for next month in April. But for now, one of the Transformers figures that I pre-ordered from Amazon at the start of the year, it finally showed up today. I was really surprised that it showed up so soon. I didn't think it was going to be released until sometime. I'm in May. And one thing that Hasbro showed off at, I can't remember what convention it was, if it was New York Toy Fair or if it was HasCon, but the Transformers action figures being released in both the Age of the Primes line and the Studio Series line for 2025. The style of boxes that they're being sold in are almost identical. So this is the first Transformers 2025 action figure in the new packaging I've added to my Transformers collection, and it is the Transformers Studio Series Gamer Edition Ironhide. So yeah, Studio Series Gamer Edition Ironhide. If you pre-ordered him from Amazon, he showed up today. Actually yesterday. It's after midnight right now when I'm making this video. So he was in stock on Friday, March 21st of 2025, and he showed up on Saturday, March 22nd of 2025. So yeah, Studio Series Gamer Edition Ironhide is available, has been released from Amazon. I believe he's the first Studio Series figure that's been released since Skywarp was released. At least I want to say sometime between November and December of last year in 2024. But yes, Studio Series Gamer Edition Ironhide is finally here. Had I had the time and the motivation to review him the moment I got him from Amazon I probably could have been the first YouTuber to get a video review of Gamer Edition Ironhide out there. But yeah, he's really nice. So I can confirm that, now that I have him in hand, and that the product photos were correct. And so, just like a majority of Ironhide action figures that are out there, especially those that take inspiration from Generation 1 Ironhide, he is mold mates with the Gamer Edition Ratchet figure that came out last year in 2024. So I will try my best to do a size comparison of Ironhide with Gamer Edition Ratchet. The Gamer Edition Ratchet mold, a lot of collectors have said that it's become their favorite Transformers figure from the Gamer Edition subline. And so I'm hoping Ironhide is equally as impressive as Ratchet, if not more. Ratchet has become my favorite Gamer Edition figure from Gamer Edition Studio series, not only due to his transformation, but the fact that he can actually hold his weapon in his right side arm without having to activate the gimmick of the right arm having to be removed to hold the weapon in. Ironhide does come with the same laser gun and axe weapon that Ratchet came with. I kind of wish they would have given Ironhide another weapon besides the axe, since Ironhide almost exclusively uses laser guns in his weaponry arsenal. But considering the fact that the price I paid for Ironhide pre-ordering him off of Amazon is the same price that Voyager class Transformers figures were going for last year in 2024, so it was announced by Hasbro that there will be a price hike later this year in 2025 for Transformers action figures, but it hasn't, as of this my video's recording here. it didn't affect my pre-order of Gamer Edition Ironhide from Amazon. So I paid the same price for Gamer Edition Ironhide I did for Ratchet, so that's really nice to know. But yeah, here's the... I'll show this off more closely when I eventually get around to reviewing Ironhide, but yeah, here's the new packaging for Transformers action figures being released in 2025. First and foremost, plastic windows are now back. A handful of Transformers action figures that came out last year in 2024 had some plastic windows on them, so it was a slow return to it, but after 3 years of plastic windowless Transformers action figures released in the Transformers Legacy line, Hasbro finally managed to take a hint from the collectors grumbling about not wanting to have plastic windows returned to Transformers action figures. So after 3 years, plastic windows are now back. So if you want to keep your Transformers action figure in the box without exposing it to dust and keep it in mint condition, MIB, NRFB, whatever acronym you want to use for it being inside the box, unopened and untouched by human hands or the elements such as dust. Starting in 2025, that the plastic window is back to keep that in hand. I saw a handful of photos on eBay where people were selling legacy Transformers wrapped in plastic to try and keep them in mint condition, with the plastic windows having been gone from those figures. It was the same thing with Studio Series Transformers released during the 3 years that the Legacy trilogy was on the shelf during the years 2022, 2023, and 2024. Or open window Transformers were on the shelves of retail stores, so plastic windows being back is a nice touch. It now shows on the front of the box the faction that a Transformers action figure is affiliated with, the number of steps to convert back and forth between robot mode and alt mode, and the suggestion for the age group that can buy this Transformers action figure. The box art is now here on the front of the box with images of robot mode and alt mode. You've got the word Transformers now printed horizontally along the bottom of the box instead of vertically on the side of the box, as you can see by the boxes of Legacy and Studio Series Transformers figures sitting behind me. So it is nice to see the word Transformers printed horizontally on the box instead of vertically and having to turn your head sideways or rotate the box sideways to read it. So I don't know how this is going to play out for the other Studio Series and the Age of the Primes Transformers action figures, but from the video reviews I've seen, it's a pretty similar situation here with Gamer Edition Ironhide. On this side of the box, you've got artwork of the Transformers character. You got the name of the character, the word Transformers, armors, and then of course you've got the line that it's a part of here. So for the Studio Series, you still got the Studio Series logo where it's black letters on the same light blue stripe, and then you've got the film that the characters appeared in. So for Ironhide, he's from the War for Cybertron video game. So that's really nice there. On this side of the box, you've got the faction symbol that the character is affiliated with, along with a screenshot associated with the quote-unquote film that the character appears in. I'm using quotes for Ironhide since he comes from a video game. And I don't know how true it's going to be, but if you look inside the box behind Ironhide, I believe all of the Studio Series, and I believe even the Age of the Primes Transformers action figures, they're, instead of like we got with Studio Series Transformers when they had open window packaging, such as the Transformers 1 Megatron figure that you see there right above my shoulder. Instead of having like we got with the previous Gamer Edition Transformers, we got a cutout scene from the movie that they were affiliated with. You now just get a plain background and a solid color generic packaging on the inside. I don't really collect a lot of Studio Series Transformers action figures, so I don't really pay attention or follow up on Studio Series Transformers news. But yeah, it's along with the return of the plastic window, there's now just generic insider packaging on the inside of the box. So there's no diorama featuring a screenshot from the movie that the character appeared in, although you do get a photo of it here on the top back side of the box here. So you got Ironhide, so you got on this side of the box, you got Ironhide standing on a background scene from the War for Cybertron video game, so that's nice. The one sentence bios are still here on the Studio Series Transformers figures. It's now written in 5 languages. But yeah, pretty standard. The back of the box is pretty much similar to the figures we got during Legacy and Studio Series and Open Windows Studio Series. Areas where you got your product photos of robot mode and alt mode, number of steps in transformation. This is new for 2025. Mass retail Transformers figures, at least from what I've seen it is. You've now got the More Than Meets the Eye Transformers authentic logo on here, so there's now so many third-party Transformers action figures. These are the official products that are put out by both Hasbro and Takara Tomy. Now, I don't know if this is a return to Hasbro and Takara Tomy wanting to release different Transformers action figures and products, but the Hasbro logo appears on the box in 2 locations. It appears here on the back, and it appears here on the front. The Takara Tomy, their logo, it only appears once here on the top of the box, and this is nice. Here on the top of the box, you've got the you've got for the Studio Series lines, you've got the movie the character appears in along with the character themselves and the fashion symbol they're a part of. So the top of the box, it doesn't show the logo for the subline that the Transformers character is a part of, but it is pretty nice detailing there. And the having such limited print on the top of the box, it gives me almost reminds me of the Star Wars Black Series packaging where it's mostly a black background, and so I just actually I surprisingly enjoy that. So this video's gone on much longer than I wanted it to, because I just can't get over the fact that I now have the Studio Series Gamer Edition Ironhide figure in my Transformers collection. So that was pretty much much longer than I wanted to brief all of my latest Transformers action figures. I was hoping to get some video reviews done, but as is the case with most YouTube reviewers, life gets in the way. There are things more important than recording videos on your YouTube channel, so I'm hoping that I'll be able to get at least one video out before the weekend is over. But for now, here's my latest haul of Transformers action figures for the month of March of 2024. I got the Wreckers version of Bulkhead to use as my Shattered Glass Bulkhead figure. Most exciting of all, I got the Studio Series Gamer Edition Ironhide figure. I'm really thrilled to finally have this guy in here. And after browsing around Amazon, I got the Hot Wheels Track Fleet Optimus Prime vehicle. And I also managed to find an upgrade kit for my Galaxy Shuttle figure. So yeah, nice to see him have a slightly taller Space Shuttle tail fin and having the fuselage more filled out and not look like a bunch of robot mode parts. Alright, so yes, this has been the TFfangeek with my latest haul of Transformers action figures. Hopefully I'll be able to get a review out soon. And until next time, you guys, thank you so much for all your help and support. Thank you to all my friends and subscribers. You guys are the best. And until next time, you guys, stay safe, stay healthy, transform and roll out. Goodbye, everyone.